What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and I'm back with a bomber video. In today's video we are going to be discussing some of the most important facts about the leg training. What is leg training, why you should incorporate leg training, what are the benefits of leg training, how does leg training improvise your overall system, your testosterone levels, and we are going to be discussing about some very important facts about also what are the sources of exercises you should be doing, how many repetitions, what is the rest time, rest interval. All these details will be covered in this video, so do not forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share the video as much as possible with your friends and your colleagues as well. So without wasting any further ado, let's get deep into the topic, right? So legs are one of the most pillars of your body. They are one of the most integral system, or we can say body parts throughout your body, because many of the dudes, they train their upper body, they train their shoulders, they train their upper chest, they train their backs, biceps, triceps. 90% of the people do not inculcate legs training into their routine, and which is very essential for them to include leg workouts or leg training into their routine. So leg training is not only beneficial for your overall symmetrical size, but you look overall massive in size. By size, I mean you look overall broader in shape when you try to click pictures, when you want to track progress, when you want to go as a fitness shoots or professional bodybuilding, if you have to compete, if you are in open bodybuilding or probably classic bodybuilding, open bodybuilding, not probably in men's physique or the classic men's physique divisions. So probably there you have to, their judges judge the overall strength in your quadriceps, in your hamstrings, and the definition in the calves, right? So I'm going to be from the perspective of old school lover, right? I am a hardcore fan of old school lover. Some of the most prolific athletes of the old school lover include, as we all might have renowned them for a long period of time, and many of the young youth powerlifters and the young generation admire them for a long era. They are known, probably you must be known better than me. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, then we have Frank Zane, then we have Dexter Jackson, then we have Dorian Yates, and many other wide number of athletes are there in old school era. So we are going to be comparing what are the exercises they were doing and what are the exercises today's generation are inculcating into their legs workout or their legs routine, right? So legs comprise of like four muscles: the quadriceps, the calves, the hamstrings, and the soleus muscle. So though the soleus muscle is basically the muscle in your calves, it is one of the second largest group muscle in your calf, especially not the legs one, but the calves region, right? So gastrocnemius being the first, and soleus comes second, right? So first of all, when we talk about leg growth, as we all know that 70% is nutrition, 30% is goes to the workout. So if you are not training, if you're not intaking, if your diet intake is not up to the mark, or probably you are underfeeding your body or probably overfeeding your body, you might definitely not seem to get results at all. No matter if you put in how much amount of efforts into your workout, no matter how intense your workout is, if you're decreasing the short period, and if your nutrition is not up to the mark, you are eating whatever you want, let's say pastries, coca-colas, or cold drinks, and high amount of carbohydrate intake, you might not seem to get that definition, the definition, the vascularity, and the muscle symmetry might be missing out from your quadriceps. So as we all know, Chris Bumstead is one of the legends of the 2021 bodybuilding. He is a Mr. Olympia as well in the open bodybuilding, the classic division of men's bodybuilding. As we all know, the definition of his quadriceps was outclassed, phenomenal, the as compared to other athletes. However, no offense, no criticism against other athletes. They were good too, but Chris Bumstead was just out of the blue. Just phenomenal. He just outclassed everyone in his range, right? So how he used to train his legs, what were the repetitions, what was the intensity, what was the the rest period and all this time. So we are going to be comparing old school bodybuilding versus the new school bodybuilding, how they train legs, right? So old school bodybuilding is typically they comprise of how they used to train leg. Arnold Schwarzenegger is my admirable athlete of all time, the seven-time champion of Mr. Olympia, hands down one of the greatest bodybuilders ever to step on this planet, and all across the world he is known for his phenomenal chest definition, which no other athletes can possess in no matter in the future or maybe in the current past or maybe in the current situation. 54 inches chest, one of the most spectacular, mesmerizing athletes and most respected athletes all across the world. So, how Arnold Schwarzenegger used to inculcate what exercises he used to inculcate in his leg training, and what exercises does Chris Bumstead use to inculcate in his leg training? So we are going to be comparing simultaneous the old school and the old school leg training workout. So let's get started. So basically, if you have to, many people say if you have to gain definition, if you have to gain mass, size, if you want to grow your legs, people will say go for goblet squats, go for narrow squats, sumo squats. Maybe you can say barbell squats, or maybe you can say dumbbell squats, right? Many of the people might go for squats, but that's a misconception. You not only have to inculcate squats in your exercise. Basically, you need to inculcate, you need to mix it up. You need to mix dumbbells, you need to mix machines, you need to mix barbells. Sometimes even you have to even do bodyweight exercise. Bodyweight squats are also essential to make sure the protein synthesis is stimulated in your quadriceps, and that facilitates the muscle growth, the muscle stimulation in your legs. And as a result, over a period of months, maybe over a period of weeks, with the amount of rest you take, with the amount of rest you take, I'm sure definitely you might see tremendous amount of results in your legs. So I would recommend not only going just for squats, not just for barbell squats, but just increase the intensity, increase the reps, increase the volume, decrease the rest intervals, right? So if you try to mix all these up by increasing your frequency of your leg training, by increasing the volume, by increasing the intensity, decreasing your short rest period, I'm sure definitely you might see some big ass gains in your legs over a period of time. It's a very slow process, but I'm sure to reach a certain stage, you have to undergo a lot of pain. Yeah, I'm sure. Workouts, right? So, without pain, there is nothing. Leg workouts are some of the most intense workouts I've ever had till now in my life. And in my entire 10 years of my training, leg workouts are always the most hardest workouts and the most challenging workouts I've ever had. You just start gasping out. You just start getting exhausted when once you start doing squats, once you start doing any leg exercises in your routine. I'm sure all the old school lovers who do squats, who do leg extensions, who do lunges, is one of the most painful, it's one of the most uh, fatal exercises you can ever include in your workout routine, right? So I would say don't only include goblet squats, don't only go for just squats, because if you don't try to mix it up, if you don't try to uh, combine several exercises into one form, apparently once you strike a plateau, once you strike a plateau, it might apparently seem that your legs might won't grow after a certain period of time. And no matter how much amount of squats you do, no matter how much of intensity you put in, your legs still won't grow. They just don't seem to grow. They will just be in the same size as they used to be earlier. So in order to in order to facilitate more muscle mobilization, more muscle facilitation, more muscle uh, stimulation, we need to mix up several exercises. So besides squats, you can go for walking lunges. Walking lunges are one of the most fatal and disastrous, painful exercises you can include. Is basically just grab a light pair of dumbbells, you just lean forward, and with the help of your quadriceps and hamstrings, you go down, you come up. Next leg, use your hamstrings, use your quadricep muscle to go down, come up, go down, come up. Do at least 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Weight depending upon your own choice, depends on how many repetitions can you pull up, but I would recommend at least 10 to 12 repetitions. If you can push through this rep range, it would be, you would maximize your overall efforts. So the walking lunges is one of the second exercise, right after squats. The second exercise being the Bulgarian squats. Now the Bulgarian squats is a bit different, but it's quite similar to the walking lunges. So what you would do is grab the pair of dumbbells, you just keep it near your quadriceps, not upstairs, not upside, not hold it like this, but hold it downside, and you just put one leg on the bench and the other one on the floor, and just squat yourself in a lunge position. So what you do is keep one hand on the bench and the other one on the ground. Go down, slightly down, full up, not partial legs. So in order to stimulate the quadriceps, the hamstrings, and the calves also, you have to go full rep of motion, full range of motion, down, up, down, up. So this is one of the most phenomenal exercise. The other exercise could be the goblet squat. So goblet squats typically target your front quadriceps, the front part of your quadriceps, primarily the upper part especially. So what you do is you can either put a plate on the bottom of your heel, and you just grab a pair of dumbbell and just use the stance of your squat should be narrow. So basically to target your upper quadriceps, you have to look, align your feet together, not spread wide apart. You have to align your feet together and just squat all the way down, up, all the way up, down, all the way up. So goblet squat is one of the most phenomenal exercises as well. The next one is all the most common exercises of all school lovers, which all of you might have known, is leg extensions. Obviously, leg extensions is very easy to do. I don't need to explain any much in detail about what is leg extension and stuff. But leg extension, you can go as heavy as possible. Initially, during the first to 2 weeks, you can just try to adjust the intensity of the repetitions. But I would encourage, if you can push through maybe 12 to 15 repetitions, that would probably maximize the overall uh, muscle growth in your legs. So to summarize, leg workouts, guys, do the legs workout do stimulate a lot of testosterone in your body as well. So you should not forget that. Those who work out legs, you might have seen that they generate twice the amount of testosterone if they work out the upper body. 90% of those don't even know how to train their legs. So basically, we need to spread out this knowledge. We need to spread awareness. We need to educate people, educate primarily all the dudes, to inculcate leg workouts, some of the most disastrous workouts you can ever inculcate in a workout. I know it's going to be painful. I know it's going to be really challenging, but apparently you got to be a man. If you are a man, you got to squat, man. You got to squat, dude. You got to squat. Tolerate the pain. Fitness is all about tolerating. Fitness is all about your pain tolerance. It tests your pain, how much of strength you hold, how much of pain can you tolerate in that amount of regular time, in that amount of time, in that amount of duration, in the span of 60 seconds, how much of pain can you tolerate? So leg workouts is disastrous. One of our favorite muscle groups, by the way, frankly speaking. So to summarize, guys, don't forget to inculcate legs workout in your training to get that overall symmetry, to get that overall strength, to get that overall uh, frame of your body. It is one of the pillars of your body. If you don't train the pillars, your whole upper body, no one gives a shit about it. So legs, legs workout, destroy it. Till then, I will see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.